What's every elf's favorite type of music? Rap. Welcome back to our holiday edition of Cover By. I'm so excited that you stopped by to visit with us today. Cookie from Just a Little Podcast and Comics for Thomas are standing by, and we have a holiday-themed edition of Cover By for you today with a comic book from 1999. Now keep in mind, variant covers are very commonplace these days, but back in 1999 they sure weren't. So we have a holiday edition of a Marvel comic with an A and a B cover from 1999. It's Ant-Man's Big Christmas. And to get us started with first thoughts, here's Cookie from Just a Little Podcast.
What's going on, guys? We're back again for another Cover By, and this week's Cover By is very, very festive. I'm really enjoying the crap out of both these covers. Cover A it's honestly sick. I really dig Cover A quite a bit. I love the fact that you have Ant-Man on there, you have Wasp, you have a giant-sized ant or a normal-sized ant, depending on your perspective. And then you have the Christmas tree in the background. I think is so freaking cool. The lights are glowing. It screams out festive Christmas spirit. I really like this cover. I'm super interested actually in maybe picking up this book because I think it's really cool. And then you have Cover B. Cover B, I think, is also a really cool cover as well. I mean, you have Captain America, you have Vision, you have Hawkeye, you have Wolverine. Looks like even on the cover, and this little kid reaching for Ant-Man, I think, is just so cool. Again, very festive in this scene. Not as festive, I would say, as Cover A, but Cover B still is really cool. You even have Spider-Man on Cover B. So, I mean, this is going to be a real tough pick between Cover A and Cover B, but stay tuned and I'll tell you what I got going on.
And now let's shift over to Comics for Thomas with his first thoughts.
Now I have Ant-Man's Big Christmas, and I've never heard of this, and I actually really enjoy this cover. I'm a Christmas nut. I love anything to do with Christmas, so I really like what's going on in this. I love the color of the bulbs. They're drawn really well, and I actually would be interested in getting this and reading it as well, because I have to assume it's probably a one-shot. I don't think there would be a real full series going on of his Big Christmas, and I have to assume it's just going to be him fighting people around a Christmas tree, which I love every thought of that. So the B cover, when I first looked at it, I was like, I don't know about this. I think it's just because of where it shows Big Christmas. But I really like the art here. I like how everybody's drawn. I think the Vision just looks real cool. You just kind of see partial face and just the red sticking out. Thor looks like he is. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't know. I do like this. I'm not huge on panels. I know this isn't a panel, but just showing like Spider-Man and Wolverine. But this doesn't take away for me like a normal panel shot would. So I enjoyed that as well. And I just actually noticed that Wasp is in the kid's hair. Well, right around there. So that's kind of neat too. So. This is a good one. This is a neat little competition for these two.
Well, one thing that I know, a variant cover from this time period was always a treat and an event, because as I mentioned at the top of the show, they didn't happen back then. This is a book that I wasn't familiar with either until I started doing some digging, and I thought, well, this is perfect for a holiday edition of Cover By. Looking at Cover A, that's cool. I mean, that says Christmas right off the bat, even without the title of it. It's Ant-Man and Wasp. They're in the Christmas tree, so it kind of gives you an idea of the scale. The colors are a little more muted than I thought they would be. I like a little bit more bolder, brighter colors, but I like this art a lot. I'm kind of into it. Then we take a look at Cover B. Now, unlike both Cookie and Comics for Thomas, I'm actually not a fan of Cover B. And usually on Cover By, I try not to give you an idea of which cover I'm going to lean to, but I think you're going to figure out pretty quickly that this is not the cover for me. When I look at it, it takes a while before it kind of clicks in that it's Christmas. And Captain America at first with the trade dress of the A, it looks to me like it was Black Bolt from the Inhumans for a second. And I was kind of like, what's Black Bolt doing there? And where's the other part of his little antenna thing? So usually more characters is better. But in this case, if this is an Ant-Man themed book, shouldn't he be front and center? That's my thoughts. So I'm not the biggest fan of cover B, to be perfectly honest with you. So I think you know where I'm going to lean towards when it comes to my votes. But before we get that far, we head back and see which one the panel likes better, the A cover or the B cover. Here once again is Cookie from Just a Little Podcast.
All right, so after very much deliberation, I am going to go and choose cover A. I think cover A really does a lot with just the amount of detail in there, the amount of Christmas spirit in there. I'm surprised Saint Nick's not on the cover, to be honest with you. I really love it. Even the ornament itself has reflectivity on there, and you're actually seeing like presents on there. That's how much detail is put into cover A. Granted, cover B is a really, really cool cover, but I think cover A is going to do it for me.
Okay, that's one vote for cover A. What do you say, Comics for Thomas?
I am going to go with cover A. This is a lot closer than I thought. At first, when I first opened it, I was like, okay, it's going to be A right away. And then after looking at B, I was like, okay. So I probably would actually have no problem owning both of these. But A is going to get it for me. It's just got that super Christmas feel. And I guess that's the only thing about cover B. It doesn't have any Christmas feel to it. There's no Christmas going on compared to, obviously, cover A.
All right. It's cover A even without my vote, which is for cover A. So sorry, B cover. Bye. A cover is our winner today. I just agree, pretty much with the panel. There's something about this A cover. And I'm kind of curious to track down this book and look into it. And maybe pick up a copy for my collection too. Didn't even know it existed until I started researching in for cover by for this week's edition. Sweet. You can give a great Christmas present to my special panel guests, Cookie from Just a Little Podcast and Comics for Thomas, by subscribing to their YouTube channel if you haven't already. I've left links in the description for this video. If for some reason you haven't subbed up my channel, that'd be a great gift from me too. Hitting the notification bell will instantly inform you when new videos and new editions of Cover By are released. It's time for you to sound off. Was A the winner, or were you digging the B cover better? Let us know in the comment section below. And on behalf of everyone here at Cover By, thank you so much for your support. I hope that you have an amazing Christmas. Happy holidays to you. And guess what? As a bonus Christmas treat, because there's 3 Fridays this month, there's one more Cover By coming up before the year is up. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care.